EGIF, everybody, as I always say. For any of you folks out here by the border by Cartel Town. No, I'm kidding. Cartel territory. If you're going to Laredo, which is actually, if I'm not mistaken, behind, it might be the most trafficked or the most heavily trafficked port of entry, lane locked at least, behind, say, like Smog Angeles or to the LBC to the ABB. All right, anyway, which is right next to Smog Angeles. Anywho, though, if you're going there, it looks as though south of Zapata, looks like your roadway is closed, so I don't know how you get through. I mean, the way around or what have you. I mean, maybe there's another workaround. But I'm going to try a different way of how to get to Brownsville, aka SpaceX. That's not where I'm going to per se, but I'll show you in a second. All right, so I'm going to try this way, 359. 359, I'm going to try this way and see how this goes. So by this outer beltway here, you just exit like so, and then you take a left to go underneath. All right, so we'll see how this go right here. Yeah. And then this way, yeah, as soon as we make the turn, right by the Circle K. There's a turnaround. What's going to happen is that I'll just take this way all East Beasy, all the way almost to the Gulf itself, or 69E, and then do south. Yep. So here it is like so. So we're going East Beasy, this is south, and then we're going to turn right underneath the underpace here. And then we'll take this, we'll take this all the way East Beasy. Pretty much a straight shot. I know it might seem a bit longer, but we'll see how this way goes. Usually I'm just used to taking 83. Highways, aside from 69E, there's also 281, which basically almost aches like its own highway. But it's interstated if you're over by the coast, by the goof, and then you just hit McAllen in there. So looking at it right now, it looks to be 110 miles. And then we just go due south, right there, back to Brownsville. Okay, at this point we switch over to 285. Reason being is that the other way, 359, goes north into the east. In this case, we're going due east, so we just make a little left turn here at Escocia. This is on Hebronville, so we just make a little bit of a switch over to small town, 285. Now we're switching over to 285 east. See, this is the first option right here, 281. You can if you're going to McAllen. I don't know if that's what it's called, McAllen. Yeah, but this 281 right here. I guess it's just one, but I'm going to do 69 west, just to avoid all that traffic there in McAllen. Okay, well, despite following this cement truck at 45 miles an hour, this is half an hour later. This is over, this has got to be, yeah, this has got to be over at the Gulf already. So this is your difference if you want to drive it. Well, hopefully you don't wind up like me, this bastard here, but yeah, this is half an hour later. Going 69. All right, guys, so 3 hours, basically 3 3/4 of an hour. Either 224 or 241, 3 hours, 45 minutes. This is the interchange of 2, the southernmost interstate, east-west interstate, and here, 64 east. So here it is. I mean, it's pretty much almost one the same if you were to try to do 83 there. There's 2 right there. So there you have it, 3 hours, 45 minutes. So yeah, an alternative way to go East Beasy to the Gulf.